How's everyone doing? All right, half of this room is gone, so I'm gonna need you guys to be louder than them. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Really quick. Can you guys play that video one more time? You guys might have missed it. So can you guys play that video one more time? Oh, we did miss it. just pay attention. It was just quick. And if you blink, you might miss it again. Oh yeah, huh? Okay. Which one do I hit?
The square one.
We didn't. I missed it.
Yeah, no, it's not that one. There's another one.
Here? Q?
Yeah.
Ah. Oh. That video, and again, you might have blinked and you might have missed it, was a accumulation of goals. Goals that I set for myself back in 2024 for 2025. Now, raise some hands. Who here had goals for 2025? All the way up. Come on. All the way up. What's this? There we go. Keep your hands up if you were actually able to accomplish those goals. Hands went down. For those that didn't even raise their hands, shame on you. Why you weren't able to accomplish those goals? One word. Discipline. Simple. The thing with discipline is the fact that you either do it or you don't. Doesn't matter how you feel. And trust me, I get it. Hardships, we all have them. Things are gonna happen. That's life. But I'm standing in front of you wholeheartedly saying that in that video, 20-second video, I was able to accomplish the things that I set myself for. And that's what we're gonna be talking about. Because in the last 10 years, I've been able to do certain things because of that one word. And so for the next 30 minutes, you're going to get my 3 secrets. How many?
3.
3 secrets that took me 10 years to acquire. In that, you will become disciplined and undeniable in less than 12 months. Now stay with me, because for those that pay attention and take notes, you will leave here today with at least a mind shift where you can become disciplined. You guys ready?
Yes.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
I know it's late in the afternoon, but come on. So who is this for? So that's what I want. If you're wanting to have full control of your body, to be able to gain weight, lose weight at your discretion, this is for you. If you're wanting to see your full potential when it comes to your health, your fitness, your relationships, your finance, guess what? This is for you. I want you to write this down right now or take a picture of it. The universe does not reward potential. It rewards action. So you must take relentless, imperfect action today. I repeat, the universe does not reward potential. It rewards action. So you must take relentless, imperfect action today. Discipline is boring. I can admit that. Because it's the little things that you have to do over and over and over that you might not even see a shift, a change. But it's so powerful. Because once you apply it, you'll be surprised at what it can build. I'm a huge fan of being able to define certain terms. Earlier, when people have miscommunication, there's a disconnect. So let's define some terms. Discipline. To be disciplined, it is a person having self-control to manage your thoughts, their emotions, their actions to achieve your goals, even when faced with temptations, distractions, or lack of ambition. To be undeniable. A person or individual whose qualities, abilities, or character are unquestionably excellent, genuinely good, or so obviously true and evident that it cannot be disputed or denied. Who would want to be undeniable? Raise your hand. Undeniable in life, in your business, in your bodies, in your relationships. Who would want that? Okay. In the past 10 years, I've been able to do certain amazing things. Build a community, change lives, make some money. But it wasn't always like that. Like I mentioned earlier, we all have hardships. We all have challenges. I was not immune to that. I was not special in any case. Who can describe the young boy in the middle? I know Alex could, but what do you guys see? Shout it out, shout it out.
Golfer.
Inspiration, golfer. What else? What else? Come on. Bad form? Oh, I'm gonna take you to the range. What else? Skinny. All right. Progress. That young man had a sense of discipline. That was me 20 years ago, at 16 years old, playing in the World Championships in Thailand. I started playing golf at the age of 10. A little Hispanic kid from Southgate. You guys probably don't even know where that's at. But I fell in love with the sport, or the sport picked me. It was weird because what, golf? Right? Even some of you guys are like, what? Get? From the age of 10 to the age of 21, I did everything right. I practiced my ass off until my hands were bleeding. I went to the right school. I had the right coaches. I played in all the right events. Shit, I even got a full scholarship. I was on my path to becoming great. You were gonna see me on TV playing in the PGA Tour. That was my aspiration, that was my goal, nothing else. That was plan A, plan A, plan A, there was no other plan. And so I did everything possible to accomplish that. And I was on my way. But like that, it was gone. One mistake, one decision, gone. One career-ending injury, and I lost my scholarship. What would you do if you did everything, sacrificed yourself for 10 years, and you no longer have that? How would you feel?
Motivated to get back on.
Motivated to get back on? Good words.
Same thing happened to me with skiing. Same thing happened to me with skiing.
Skiing?
Skiing, yeah. I tore my ACL.
Okay, what happened right after?
It was over.
It was over. How long were you skiing for?
So I was
2?
17.
Ooh, 15 years. You and I can relate because our identity was attached to that. How I played in that tournament was how I felt the rest of the day. Whether I played well in that event and brought the trophy home was whether or not my dad would talk to me. And so I didn't have an identity outside of golf. I would eat, sleep, train, eat, sleep, train. There was nothing else. Era un bueno para nada because I didn't do anything else. Because as an athlete, you're investing so much into becoming the very best to be at a level that you're competing with the 1% of the world. So I was that guy. But when you take that out of the equation, who am I? So I was lost, depressed, angry, because I had nothing. From 21 to 23 years old, I mean, at 21 years old, I could go out, I can go drink. So what was I doing? Wasting time. Drinking with friends, women, just wasting away my potential. My relationship with my parents deteriorated because they invested so much. And I felt like I let everyone down. But there's someone that came into my life, Fernando Fernandez, which was my very first mentor. That person saw potential in this young man. Well, not this one, but that one. And so he brought me in, gave me an opportunity to work for him at a local insurance office. The document to the left is my certificate of completion with the state board. I was a licensed insurance agent in property, life, casualty, and health. I got my tax prep license. I was trying to learn as much as I could because I didn't waste. I was investing in something else, and now I didn't know what to do. The young man that you see on the left, working, binding your insurance policy, your homeowner's insurance policy, somewhat good looking. That was a joke, guys, come on. I was depressed still. Because deep inside, I wasn't supposed to be there. I mean, I was playing in tournaments around the world. And that was it. That's it. Mi vida. Interesting, from that same desk, I asked myself, I looked inward, and it was a hard look. But what happened next changed the trajectory of my life completely. Simply because I looked at my situation, I'm like, no. If I was able to focus so much on accomplishing one goal, la vida no se me dio. That's fine. Life had different plans for me. But it's in here somewhere. So from that moment, I made a decision, a commitment, a covenant to reach my full potential. I didn't know how, I didn't know when, I just had a why. But in order for me to do, in fact, what I needed to do in reaching that full potential, I needed to first control my body, the human body. So I became obsessed with how to manipulate the body, how to transform the body, how to gain weight, lose weight, you name it. I was that annoying kid at the gym. Like, if you were in shape, I would go run up to you and be like, hey, what's your workout like? What are you eating? How many grams? Your rest day, your supplement, you name it, that was me. Because, once again, I didn't know what, how, when, but I knew why. So I'm going to share with you my very first secret that I uncovered. So write this down. Macros. Macros is the only way to control your body. You've been having them, you've been eating them, you had them for lunch, you're going to have them tomorrow, you're going to have them tonight, you're going to have them the rest of your life, and you may or may not even know it. But macros changed my life. Another picture of me. What do you guys see? That's the fake tattoo. It's pen. It's not. What was that?
I was about to say, shitty tattoos.
I was troubled, so I started getting ink. No, I'm just kidding. No. What do you guys see?
Getting bigger.
Okay, a little gun show there. Right. Okay. That was me before macros. So I'm going to show you what happened after. You guys ready? What? When you introduce macros into your life, once again, you have the superpower. I call it the superpower because, once again, you are in complete control. What you do with it is up to you. But now it's on you. Because we have been misguided. We've been giving the wrong information when it comes to our dietary needs for years. But now it's on you after today. So I got amazing results, as you can see. But getting results for yourself is one thing. There's a concept in business. You have to have a what? Proven concept for you to truly know that it's working. So you put an experiment together. You create a hypothesis and you test it. So then I grab the person closest to me and I'm like, okay, I gotta teach someone else this secret sauce because then maybe it's a fluke. Maybe I'm just that guy. So what I do, I grab my brother, say, hey, let's go. My brother's 3 years older than me, great genetics, but had lack of discipline. He was working a construction job as a foreman. At 24 years old, he was making like 70 grand. This was a couple years back, so he was making good money. But he was still living paycheck to paycheck. The guy on the left had a sense of discipline because he clearly has to do the same routine to look a certain way. He had a certain limited mindset because, I mean, shit, you're making that good money. You're not really doing anything that's in your prime, but that's how you want to look. And he sure as hell had a sense of consistency to go to 7-Eleven every single day and get the daily fix. And I'm not telling you this to bash on him or anything like that. I'll share with you guys a quick story. I walked into his room one night, and he was passed out on his bed. It was like 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And he was passed out, a pizza box, empty pizza box next to him with an empty 2-liter Coke. I looked at his food coma, snapped a picture, and left the room. I sent him that picture later on that day. He's like, yeah, that sounds like a party. I sent him that picture later on, and not to humiliate him, not to make fun, but simply for him to see what I was seeing in my lens, in my POV. He looked at that picture. That very next day, he said, let's go. I'm done. I'm done looking like that. So for the next 3 months, we worked tirelessly, teaching him, guiding him. And he was able to transform his body with macros. Who can tell me the difference between the eyes, the face? What do you see from the guy on the left and the guy on the right? Who can say it? Quick, just. Confidence. What was it? Inflammation. He actually has a chin on one of them. No, hey, I'm going to tell him you said that. The eyes don't lie, Chico. The guy on the left has this determination. He can take on the world. With secret number 1, if I can get you to stop failing your diet, everything else becomes easier. The hardest thing in our life is, in fact, controlling. And then 7, and then 30, and then 100, and then 300. With that idea, with that superpower, we came together and we started our very first 7-figure business back in 2015. Cooking food. Interesting enough, I remember one day my dad was traveling. He came to the house. Mind you, we're doing this from our house. Not commercial equipment, our residence. My dad came for the weekend because he was traveling. He was doing cross-country trucking, freight hauling. He came over the weekend once, and then he saw the operation. And I call it operation because we had a whole assembly line, prep team, cook team, runners, you name it. We're doing our thing. I mean, as much as we knew, we didn't know anything that we were actually doing. But he even asked, ¿A poco están ganando dinero con sus comiditas? He asked, are you guys even making any money with your little foods? That's what he said. I didn't get offended because you guys have your calculators out, right? I want you to do some of the quick math. We had 300 clients times 10 meals per order. What is that number? 3,000. At that time, market value, what our price point was per meal was $6. So times 6.
18,000.
18,000. Times 52 weeks.
936,000.
Almost a million, a little shy under a million. That's what we were producing from our house. Now, obviously that's not our profit because we had expenses, cost of goods sold, we had payroll, but I didn't have workers' comp. I didn't have a lease. My utility was somewhat already covered from the residents. The rent was already covered because we were living there. We were crushing it. But we could have stayed mom and pop. I still do live there, on Pinehurst and Tweedy in Southgate. So it's a corner house. So imagine having 300 clients pick up from your door every single Sunday and Monday. We actually had a little system. You would park in the park, because I live in front of Southgate Park, and would say, hey, don't park in front of the house, park in the park, text me your license plate, and then I'll text you your order, total, and then I'll have a runner deliver your meals to your door. So then I had 2 girls running with plastic bags across the street, go to your door and said, Yolanda, yeah, okay, here's the meals. All right, that's $120. Okay, thank you. It was a trap house. It was a trap house of meals, yeah. We had people from the street yell, hey, ¿qué venden? Comidas. ¿Están ricas? Ven a probarlas. It was a constant fear because we always felt that it was any weekend, any week, the health department was just gonna and shut us down. They never did.
Wow.
One time though, Monday morning, I hear a loud, and I cracked the window. We got a Southgate SWAT car in front of my house, 2 officers in front of my doorstep. I was shitting bricks. So I cracked the door, said, good morning. I'm like, is this MacroFit? Not today. It is, but we're not operating at the moment. Oh, his demeanor shifted. Oh, hey, you know what? Some of the guys in the department, they're ordering meals from you. We just want more information. So how this works is I send you the menu, you customize your meals, your protein, your carbs, your veggies, and then you pick up on Sunday. Boom, new client. We did that for 3 years. We were able to save $250,000. And this is where I wish I had Alex, I wish I had Chad, because that was perhaps, now that I look back on it, one of the worst mistakes. We invested that $250,000 into building that commercial kitchen that you see in those pictures from scratch, from the ground up. It was an insurance office. It had no infrastructure, no grease trap, no hood, no electrical, no plumbing, nothing. But we were like, you know what? We got this. Which we did. And guess what? We made all the freaking mistakes. So bad that we pulled one of the tables, one of the hoods, too far out. And so on the grill, the sprinkler head was exposed. And so instead of being under the hood, we had it out. And so then the sprinkler, in the middle of operations, we had 2 pounds of chicken over here, 100 pounds of steak over here, and the whole thing flooded. Southgate Fire Department had to come out, shut the water line, and that was week 3. Week 4, we had a truck crash into our building. So when I say hardships, even the mic fell, see? So it gave us, though, something that I'm more internally grateful than anything else. A sense of resilience. Because now you see 2 brothers flexing on the kitchen, prepping meals. And with this discipline, these new macros, we're able to do something extraordinary. That's my living room, 4 commercial refrigerators, 15 employees, all underage. Don't call the workers, the county. But we had a vision. That's the company truck that I was able to get. Those are R28 boxes from the local restaurant depot. I bought 30, only 28 made it home because the other 2 fell on the 710 freeway. Because look at that, how are you strapping that? But 3 years later, we invested all of that money into our storefront. And we actually ran out of money. We had to borrow 10 grand from our grandmother just to finish the project. But with the dream, I was now able to create my very first 7-figure business through that, in fact, superpower. My external desire was to be able to change my community by giving you not only the education, but the resource on how to do, in fact, one of the hardest things in the life is, which is eat how you're supposed to and look how you want. My internal accomplishment was the fact that I was able to make a livelihood for myself. The brick wall that I had was the fact that I noticed that everyone had these misconceptions of how to properly eat. Who here has ever had to, or who's ever elected to eat a no-carb diet or a low-carb diet? Raise your hand. Oh, yeah. Why? Because carbs are bad. What else? Why? Sugars? But sugars aren't bad. What was it? Why? Why were you eating a no-carb diet? You want to lose weight? What about, oh, so-and-so told me. Oh, I saw a video. Kim Kardashian's not eating any carbs. And so you created this misconception of how to properly eat. So you had to unlearn years of just bad information. And so when I started working with you, and you saw how much I had to feed you, you would look at me like, are you sure? Are you sure? In the back room, I have my second mentor, Jesus Guerra. He's a runner. And so when I made his meal plan, he looked at it and he's like, bro, you're trying to get me fat. Like, you're trying to lock me as a client for life. See or no? The aha moment that I had was the fact that, you know what? You know what? At the end of the day, if you're walking around looking better, saving money, then I was able to help you. So you're my walking, talking billboard. That was a master plan, and that is what we did, relentlessly. And through that, I was able to learn every single lesson in the book as a business owner. And the highest tax besides Uncle Sam taking 40% is the ignorant tax that you pay when you don't have the right people, the right resources. And when I say I wish I had Alex, I wish I had Chad, I wish I was able to come to these types of events where you are today, because I've paid thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in mistakes. But more importantly, what you're doing now here today is that you're investing in cutting time. Because taking a massive leap towards your goal is in fact what you pay for in mentorships, in people, in guidance. And the statistic earlier was this fact, any business has a very low success rate. In fact, only a 33% success rate. If I were to ask you, jump off a plane right now and only have a 33 to 35% chance of it working out for you that day, would you do it? But yet we still open businesses like crazy. But it's the startups, remember. So when you have Chad telling you, hey, buy a business that's already operating, making a certain amount, that is a completely different strategy that I wish I had implemented years ago. Through that, my transformation, I was able to become a business owner, have vision, and now have financial freedom. Through discipline, I have clients like Uriel that are proving what the power is with macros. Small discipline, compounded daily, reshapes your future. Ready for secret number 2? Yes. Yes or no? I can stop here. Oh, and we're done. Oh. 2 more? Okay. I'll wrap it up. Secret number 2 is that the fact that anyone can be disciplined. You're not born with it. So it's an even playing field. That to me is powerful because whatever advantages you think certain people have, not with this. So you can in fact accomplish anything and everything, have the life that you want, look how you want, if you simply have discipline. Because we all start somewhere. And with that same discipline, what Alex mentioned earlier, I could feed you, but I had another problem in the market. I didn't have somewhere to train you, to teach you how to work out. Because one thing to eat a certain way, but then the second part is how to train properly to give your body a reason to transform. And so with that, I opened a gym. In the very best times. Do you guys remember what happened in 2020? Yes. COVID. I opened March 3rd, March 16th, every single agency, whether it be the city, the health department, friends, everyone's telling me, shut your doors. You are not essential. What would you do if someone came to you, or everyone came to you and said, shut your doors? I'm going to fine you $500 per day, per occurrence. What are you going to do?
I'm going to make my money.
Ooh, okay. That's why, because you're here. That's a good mindset. Your typical average person shuts his door, goes home, and that's it. We didn't. We fought. That video that Alex is, thank you. That video went viral. I had so much hate. You're greedy, all you care about is your money. Latino hating Latino, you name it, I heard it. But with that hate, I also had tons of support, like Alex, and hundreds, thousands of other members. So we were able to build one of the best gyms in LA. I don't want to be self-proclaimed, but it's nice. It's special. Secret number 3, I'm going to kind of go a little bit quicker now. Your health is the highest commodity. I repeat, your health is the highest commodity. Because it doesn't matter what happens in the world. The government, your city, at work, doesn't matter how successful you are, how much money you make. Number 1 commodity in your life is your health. Because at the end, if you're sick, tired, dying, nothing else matters, right? So why is it that no one prioritizes it? Discipline?
Everybody's program fucked up.
No one has the proper program, the proper system, the blueprint, the guidance, the accountability. And so you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay unhappy. You don't have to stay undeserving. Because once you make that decision, you too can become undeniable like Jose did here. Just like Jessica did, losing 20 pounds in 6 months. Or Angel losing 22 pounds in 8 weeks. Or Betty saying, you know what, diets never work for me. My genetics are bad. My metabolism is shot. Or Andrea saying, I don't have the time. Or Nelly saying, you know what, I'm intimidated. I've never been inside of a gym. Or you know what, I've had trainers, but it never works out for me. All of those individuals took ownership. And now that you have my 3 secrets, number 1, what is it? Macros. Number 2, disciplines for anyone. And number 3, health is your biggest commodity. And so with discipline, you too can in fact transform. Because with the proper discipline, your finances improve, your health, your relationships, your mindset. And the thing with having a healthy body, you have a healthy mind. With the healthy mind, you have a sense of clarity. With the sense of clarity, you have a sense of vision. And when there's opportunity that presents itself, that presents to all of us when you're ready, if you're ready, with that clarity, you can take action. You can take massive action towards that opportunity. And so I ask you a question. How many of you here right now are thinking, Arturo, this is great, but I need more information to becoming disciplined or undeniable? Who's asking that question? Okay. Not enough of you. Some of you guys thinking, well, I need a macro breakdown. What is my training? What is the best way to create discipline in my life? I get it. This is only it was supposed to only be a 30-minute presentation. But for you that are trying to become disciplined, undeniable, I ask you now, who wants more? Who wants more? There you go. So I introduced the ASARO Elite Protocol because the third issue I saw in the market was that I had how to feed you, how to train you, but you still weren't getting results. Because there was a third missing pillar, and that was accountability. Because the system was flawed. It was broken. With the proper nutrition, the proper actual training system, with the proper accountability, there's no way that you can fail. Your success is inevitable. And so I built this protocol to help framework build strength, because then success will be inevitable. Now, because you guys are here, investing in your mindset, because you are not ordinary at all at this point, because you're here on a Saturday for over 8 hours trying to learn. And because of the amazing job that Alex and her team are doing here, I'm putting together something special for you. You guys ready for it? Scan that QR code. I'm not selling you anything. I'm glad there's that disclaimer. It's a 15-minute conversation with me and my team to simply look at what you're doing. And if, in fact, there's anything that I can help you with, let's get to work. Fair enough? Yes. All right, guys, remember, the universe does not reward. You guys had it written down, right? Yeah. Say it with me. You guys ready? Yeah. Ready? Yeah. The universe does not reward potential. It rewards action. So you must take relentless, imperfect action today and tomorrow, because when opportunity presents itself, you'll be ready. All right, guys. Really quick. Can I record a video with you guys? Yeah? So look, we're talking. Can we tell them about summer? About running it back in the summertime?
Yeah. I mean,
it's too early?
You could, but guys, again, this was a pilot, this was a test. What you guys experience here is for us to just test to see how this game impacts the guests. Because people go to just hear people, and to me, that's not boring. You gotta do stuff, right? So in the summer, we want to do this again. We all took notes in the back, believe me. And we're gonna make this better.
Awesome. So what I wanna do is I wanna make a quick little video, right? Where we're just gonna be on stage, kind of say like, you know what? Like we had the IRB event, like not a lot of people showed up. Like it kind of just like busted, yeah, boop, right? But I want you guys to make so much noise, like it feels like there's 500 people in here. Can we do that? Yeah. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm here on stage with Alex. Say hi.
Woo! What's up?
We're at the IRB event, and you know what?
The Millionaire Simulation.
The Millionaire Simulation. I thought there's gonna be more people.
Yeah, well, you know, it's something new. People don't know. Millionaire, everybody thinks that.
You get scared, right?
Yeah, they do. Fear.
But in reality. Psych. Guys, if you missed it, this is where you want to be. So next time, come on now.